Shivani Patel, the founder of 88 The Piano Academy. We teach over 300 students Western music, namely the piano, drums, guitar, as well as singing. We teach them a total of over 7 instruments, and we're back to our monthly podcast of the Business Beats. Today we have a really special guest and a good friend of mine as well on the show. This is Shreas, everybody.
Hello.
It's nice to have you on the show, Shreas. Thanks for making the time.
Thank you for having me here.
So I'm pretty sure some of you have recognized him by now because he was in this movie called Sam Bahadur of late. Not only that, he's done a lot of Bollywood movies. Some of them are Yariya, Sanam Re, Sweetie Weds NRI, and I think there are a few more as well. He does a lot of plays. In addition, he's also a clinical psychologist, and he conducts these special workshops called psychodrama workshops in Mumbai, which blend drama and psychology. So, Shreas, you want to share something about yourself, how you're feeling today?
I'm amazing, and you've actually summarized everything that I do. You can catch me on Sam Bahadur, Z5. I'm just joking, but that's what I do. I also work with individuals who are undergoing anxiety, depression, because with the daily humdrum of life and the crazy pressure in society, individuals do tend to have breakdowns. Individuals do tend to need a space to just express themselves, and I feel that's where I was able to marry the form of theatre and psychology and make this phenomenal combination, psychodrama. In fact, psychodrama is not what I have started. It has been there since a very, very, very long time. There have been great individuals and stalwarts who have worked in this field, where they use the creative art, they use expression, they use theatre to enable individuals to just let off steam, express themselves in a more creative and channelized way.
Excellent, lovely, very nice. So for those of you who don't know, Shreas is directing a student-led musical next month, Through the Ages. So Shreas, you want to share something about that to the viewers and tell them what it's all about, how drama is so beneficial for little children of all ages, and
Absolutely. So when 88 Piano Academy reached out to me, when you guys reached out to me, I was wondering how exactly would you all need me in this entire musical space, because sure, I've worked in musicals before and I do dabble a little bit in singing, but I do not understand how to play the piano or the drums. And thereafter, when you all told me that you all wanted to do something with drama, you all wanted to marry drama and music and have a beautiful integration of both, and you all wanted to create a form of a musical, that's where I realized, okay, that's the cap which fits me the best out here. So these students, these children are immensely gifted. They're supremely talented. I really wish we would have something like this when we were kids, because definitely we also had a lot of creative spaces and outlets, but these kids are uber talented, uber smart. They are eager. I mean, we used to be very happy with one thing and content with one thing.
It was different back in the day.
Very different back in the day, but these kids want to dabble their hands in everything, be it singing, be it acting, be it music. And I really feel that drama, I mean, singing and music is a phenomenal space for expression and for just letting yourself loose and creating a world of your own. Drama out here gives you the tools to do it in for me, I personally feel drama helps you tap into spaces, realms which generally on a day-to-day basis you will not do. And for children, for them, they have got so much energy, so much pent-up energy and crazy amount of emotion. And drama is that one form of art which really helps channelize it. And when channelized correctly, it really helps flower a bud. And that's exactly what we are aiming to do out here. We are aiming to create this amazing story about music through the ages, where we see how music once upon a time was just instruments and singing and notes, and now how with the help of AI and the help of technology and computers and
It's totally different.
you know, it's completely different. So music through the ages, the transition from radio to Siri and now Alexa,
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
all
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, yeah.
So we have tried to culminate all of this into the script, and it really gave a phenomenal insight that these kids, they really did not know the world we came from. Of course, they know of the radio, but have they even used it? No. In fact, a lot of them are into coding, and a lot of them are into, you know, music on their phones, and they all have Spotify and Apple Music, and you know, it's just amazing. Cut to when we speak about what music was for us, and making them enact it, speak it, understand it, embrace what yesteryear's life was and what today's life is, has been such a phenomenal and terrific journey. And having instruments, singing as well as drama all together is giving such a power-packed performance feel, and I really can't wait to showcase this to everyone.
Awesome, awesome. So what would you say to a viewer coming for the show? Like, what's in it for the viewers? What are the highlights?
The biggest highlight is genuinely to see these little kids, like this high, knee high, okay, doing something which I guess you and I could not think that they could do. They are on stage. It's all them. It's all them, from acting to singing to music, literally playing the instruments physically. It's all them. You will be seeing how children express this form of art with such pristine innocence. And sometimes we really forget that it's that purity, that innocence we lack because we have grown, and life has taught us so much. If you want to just put your head at home, come and enjoy a moment and make them serenade you, then this is what the show is all about. Them serenading you, them entertaining you, them telling you their story via music and acting.
So guys, now you know what you have to look forward on the 12th of May. Please come and enjoy our show Through the Ages. It is something super unique, with the kids doing everything, as Shreas said, right? They're acting, they're playing the piano, they're playing the drums, they're playing the ukulele, guitar, like everything, and the same set of kids. I'm going to move on to the next segment now. It's a little out there, it's a little different. It's called Debunking Myths.
Okay.
So I'm sure you know that there's a lot of myths about movies, there's a lot of myths about actors, because there's so many people who aren't in the thick of Bollywood and in the thick of actors, who don't really know what goes on in there.
Sure.
So my first myth that I like an answer to, that I've heard a lot about, is that are all romantic Bollywood movies about actors and actresses running around trees?
Are all, wow, that's no, that's not true. All romantic movies are not about them running around trees. Yes, running around trees does help break the stereotypical humdrum of life. It gives individuals a passage and escape route to this imaginative world where two lovers are running around trees and prancing around and being all happy. But no, all romantic movies are not about them running around trees. In fact, Shakespeare's greatest romance, Romeo and Juliet, was anything but them running around trees. It was a romantic tragedy, if anything.
So would you say the narrative in Bollywood is changing now as
well?
By
all means, yes, sure. In the 90s, there was a certain style. Thereafter, in the noughties or the 2000s, this style did change a little bit, and now I think after COVID you see a completely, in fact before COVID only, everybody was very tired and done with this fantasy land, fantasy world.
It was monotonous, right?
Yes, it was monotonous, and people realized that okay, enough of escaping reality, now we want to face reality. So real slice of life films were made. So a slice of life romance is something which people enjoyed and indulged more in. However, I think after a point, seeing too much reality can also, unfortunately, be a little harsh. Because cinema is an escape route for people.
Sure, sure.
So, again, you see cinema
I think it's a fine line where you have to be a little imaginative, but, not
still
boring.
Not boring, and still hold an essence of truth.
Sure, sure. So there's also one more thing which is slightly controversial that everybody hears about every now and then.
Yeah.
And that is like the so-called casting couch.
Yes.
So have you had any questionable experiences?
I physically, no. Like physically I have not been approached, but telephonically and and via a Facebook, because back then there was no Instagram.
Okay.
I'm talking about I'm talking about 2011. I don't remember being on Instagram back then, but in 2011, 2012, via Facebook direct message DM, I was propositioned. That's the word. That's the word. I was propositioned, and you politely decline and say no, sorry. And once over a phone call, I was asked, would you be interested in so and so, to which I said no. And it's not the first time I'm saying it on camera. I've said this before. So twice this had happened to me, and I just politely declined and move on with life. Never heard from those individuals. Respect to them and their ways, respect to me and my ways. And yes, it does happen. With the advent of social media and Instagram and everybody putting everything on social media, I feel the audience now has power. So not everyone still understands it, not everyone still is able to access it, but all those who understand the power of social media and are able and enabled to access it, do so. And that is why stories of casting couch comparatively have reduced. Comparatively.
Got it. It's nice to know that we have a cleaner world out there.
I mean, if you use social media for the right reasons, you can protect yourself, help other people, use it wisely. Any tool in the market can destroy you. Any tool in the market can elevate you from problems. So use it wisely.
Sure. Okay guys, so we're moving to our third segment, which is the news and melody segment. Shreas, so this is a segment which we just get to know like a little bit more about you. So some very simple questions. Okay, so how was your first acting experience? How old were you? How did it all begin?
So acting for me has been various mediums. So my first ever stage experience, I'll start with that.
Sure.
My first ever stage experience, commercial and professional stage, was when I was 7 years old.
Oh my gosh.
With Rayal Padamsi, we had done a play called The Magic of Christmas.
Okay.
It was at St. Andrew's, Bandra. I was only 7 years old.
How sweet.
And we did get paid for it. So it was my first ever, and it was amazing. And back then, I still remember, we were in my own school, Campion School. They had utilized the Tagore Hall for a day or two for rehearsals, and I had the privilege of meeting back then yesteryear's brilliant actress, thespian, as well as art films, Pearl Padamsi, ma'am.
Oh, okay, lovely.
So I had the opportunity of interacting with her. I was only 7 years old, so whatever little I remember, I still cherish those moments. So it was only 7 years old was when I professionally and commercially did a stage show. I was playing Lazarus. I still remember the character. Thereafter, my first ever advertisement. My first ever advertisement happened in the year 2011 on 26th of May. Why do I remember this? Because 25th of May 2011, I had just turned 19.
Oh.
25th May is my birthday. I just turned 19 and I was at Basilico having lunch, and a friend of mine, I would do judo with him, Robbie, he had called me up and he had said, listen, my father is making an ad film. The shoot is tomorrow at Sophia's College. Would you be interested? Just some background work and all.
And that was that.
And I said, yeah, sure. And I went and they liked me. And actually I got a scene. I was pushed ahead.
Oh,
and it was
very cool.
It was for White Tone Fairness Powder.
Oh my gosh.
And this girl is walking and we all are college boys, and I had to the song goes, Ye Gora Gora Sa Chehra Kiya Kya Hai, and we all have to go like that. So I still remember for a long time I was doing and when I saw the ad, all I got was The whole turn was cut. But a lot of people laughed saying, you look fairer than the girl. I mean, of course, it was all joke, all fun, lots of love. It was fun. I was only, what, 18, 19 back then.
Yeah,
My first ever movie was, I signed my first ever film the same year. I think I was 19 years old when I signed for Yaria. But it was in 2012, like just the beginning of 2012.
Lovely, very nice.
And the film released when I was 21.
Okay.
But and they found me because I had done this play called Gone Case,
Okay.
which was staged at Canvas Laughter Factory Comedy Store.
Okay.
With Out of the Box Productions.
Understood.
And my poster was all everywhere. Those guys liked my look. They didn't have my number, so they took my name from Canvas Laughter Factory and they again added me on Facebook and they DM'd me.
Back in the Facebook days.
Back in the face. Orkut was going out. Facebook was coming in. There was no Instagram because I think Instagram happened for me personally. I think in 2013, 2014, late 2013. So yeah, these are my three firsts: stage, ad, and movie.
What lovely memories, Shreas.
Yes, and I'll cherish them all my life.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, so coming to recent times from like a flashback of the old or younger Shreas, you did a movie called Sam Bahadur with Vicky Kaushal, right?
Yes.
How was the experience working with him?
With Vicky? I love you, Vicky. I hope he sees this. It was amazing. Genuinely, not gonna lie out here, the experience was phenomenal. It's the first time ever in my life I got to play a real life character because I was portraying the role of Brigadier Beram Panthaki, who I had the utmost privilege of meeting. I got to meet Sir and his wife, and both of them were just phenomenal human beings.
That must have been so inspiring.
It was inspiring. It was just, I couldn't believe that the character who I have played on screen, I got to meet the individual and his lovely wife. And working with Vicky has been nothing but a dream come true. He's very kind, very warm. It was the first time in my life I even played a serious character. All my movies I've only played comedy characters. The class clown, be it Yariyan, be it Sanamre, be it Sweetie Weds NRI. But out here I got to play an army man from the Indian Army, and that itself was brilliant, was very patriotic. It made me feel wow, my hard work has paid off.
There's a certain sense of pride, right?
Pride,
like
absolutely.
when you're representing something about the country, or when you're...
And even if the vardi, the uniform, which is, I know it's a costume. I know it's not the real. But still, when I swear, when I adorned the uniform, I did not want to do anything like sleep or slouch.
Yeah, I mean, it brings a particular flavor. By default, you feel a particular way.
You have to respect it. It's just so beautiful. And Vicky was always very kind. He's... When he's in character, he's in character. When ma'am says cut and they change the camera lens, and I remember they were serving samosa pav or vada pav, something like that they were giving, and he was eating and I was trying to maintain, and he said eat, and I said no, I have to maintain, I don't want pimples. And he said just enjoy. And I remember in between shots, whenever it was like a big break, if it's immediately, he will not joke around because he'll be in character, and rightfully so, he's doing his work beautifully. But when there were days when there would be long breaks, I remember once he played some Punjabi music and everyone was just relaxing and enjoying. He's a fun individual, a very kind individual. Even Meghna Gulzar ma'am, the director, is so particular, so meticulous in her work. It was a blessing. This movie was genuinely a blessing for me to be a part of.
How lovely, how lovely. It's so good to hear this from you.
Yes, thank you.
How did it begin in the sense, I know you studied psychology.
Yes.
How did the jump kind of happen from psychology to acting? Like, was there ever a part of you that didn't want to do it or was torn between the two?
Sure.
You know, maybe your family had some feelings about this.
Sure. The jump was not psychology to acting.
Okay.
The jump was acting to psychology.
And then back to acting.
No, acting always.
Constant.
Acting constant. Psychology karna tha. So it so happened that I, as you know, from the tender age of 7, I have been a stage performer,
Got it.
stage actor.
Got it.
All my life I've done theatre,
Huh.
elocution, speech
Okay.
and drama, theatre. I
Yeah.
even studied
It
theatre.
was innate. It just came
It
from within.
just came, and my parents saw that this kid of ours is liking the stage. He's good on stage. He embraces the performing
That's his
arts.
thing,
That's
like-
his thing,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And they never stopped me. Only thing is that I even studied theatre. I'm saying I went to the B.D. Soman International School after Campion for 2 years. One of my subject was theatre arts at high level.
Okay.
Yes,
okay,
yes, very much,
excellent.
very, very much. Thereafter, at Jai Hind College, there are also a lot of street plays with this beautiful group called Paperball Theatre Group. Lot of street plays, lot of acting, lot of plays. We really enjoyed. And moving on to, in college only, I got the opportunity to do advertisements.
Okay.
I did advertisements, and in college, whilst I was studying, I got the opportunity to audition for Yaria. I got selected for Yaria. I shot for Yaria.
Excellent.
Imagine my HOD and my vice principal of Jai Hind College, HOD of psychology department, and my vice principal both allowed me those months of leave. And when I came back, they allowed me to
Catch
take
up
extra
and-
classes
yeah.
and everything. And imagine this. Today I'm doing patchwork shooting of Aaj Blue Hai Pani Pani, Sunny Sunny with Honey Singh, and tomorrow is my statistics exam.
Oh my gosh.
Like I used to, in the vanity van, I would literally study. I still date my Yaria. My co-actors will vouch for that. I would have my
you were
books.
studying
I
on
would
set,
study
huh?
on set.
That's very sincere, Shreas.
Had to, because next
Yeah.
day is exam.
Yeah.
And after Yaria, nothing happened. After Yaria, for 1 year, I got one Motorola advertisement. Nothing happened. I took a gap year. My father said, sure, take a gap year, pursue your dream by all means. But for 1 year, I didn't get a single role. Not advertisement,
That must have
not
been
short
difficult.
films. It was very difficult. It was very, very difficult. Of course, I got to go for all these award ceremonies and all of that, judging competitions, but I didn't get work.
Yeah, but you want more than that.
No, I didn't work. I didn't get to shoot.
Yeah.
That's when my father says, okay, now what? Let's do something. You finish your bachelor's in psychology, amazing, but complete your education. Complete it in such a way that tomorrow, if this just doesn't click,
work. You need a backup.
you have a backup. So you've done your bachelor's in psychology, continue with your master's. So after a gap year, I did my master's from Vivekananda Education Society, which is in affiliation with Mumbai University, and I had taken clinical as my major.
Okay.
And whilst I finished MA Part 1, I was giving the final Part 1 ka exams. That's when I got offered Sanamre by ma'am, Divya ma'am from T-Series.
Okay.
And they also allowed me leave. And
Okay,
then
excellent.
I came back from Sanamre, and I immediately got into internship, which was at Masina Hospital. We were interning psychology, and then MA Part 2, Masters Part 2 starts. Part 2 gets over. As it is getting over, I get the call for Sweetie Veg NRI.
Back to back.
So, and always during exams. So my family joked with me saying, during TY exams, Yaria happened. During MA Part 1, Sanamre, MA Part 2, Sweetie. And then after Sweetie, I didn't get some work for a while. So they said, please study more, do some more exams, you'll get
basically,
work.
whenever you give any kind of test, you know what's going to
You
happen.
know what's going to
right?
happen. So actually, after that, I did MA Part, my MA Part 2 got over, Sweetie happened, and then I was back in theatre, short films here and there. I got to do 2 web shows, I got to do a lot of other advertisements, and after a while, Sam Bahadur happened. So acting I never left, but psychology came to have
in the middle.
And it was a very big boon for me, because I was able to really work with individuals and understand people and use my psychology knowledge during the pandemic. 2 years of COVID, when everything, I was doing 3 plays, all 3 plays.
Everything was at a
shut
standstill.
shop, and individuals were really breaking down in their homes. They needed mental health therapy, they needed mental health aid, and that's where I was able to put my psychology knowledge to
lovely,
practice.
very nice.
Yes.
So, segment 4 is the tune trivia time.
Oh my God.
Some tough questions for you coming up right here, Shreas.
Oh God.
So, you ready?
Absolutely.
So 60 seconds, your time starts now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you an actor's name.
Oh God.
And you have to do your best impression
Oh
of
no.
him.
No.
So, you know which is the first actor I'm going to mention.
Vicky Kaushal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, poor Vicky. I can't imitate Vicky. He's such a Punjabi Munda. Like, he's very like that when he speaks.
Okay, you pick someone.
How do I imitate Vicky? Gosh, he's so tall and big and. How are you? Oh, good, yeah. Oh, you saw the movie? That's what he once had told me. When I told him that I saw, I saw Zuban, a film he had done with Sarah Jane Dias, and he was like, "You saw the movie?" He couldn't believe I saw the movie. So I still remember him saying, "You saw the movie?" So yeah, but it's a very bad impression. Very bad. 0 on 10 for me.
Okay, translate this English line into the famous Hindi dialogue. Are you a small girl or what?
छोटी बच्ची हो क्या? Yeah, the Tiger Shroff's one. छोटी बच्ची हो क्या?
Okay, so there's this really famous movie. I'm pretty sure you know it. There's a song called "I've Had the Time of My Life."
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you the?
You want me to say the movie's
I want you
name?
to sing the song.
I've had the time. I've had the time of my life, but I really had this way before. But I swear it is true. And I'm only wanting you. Is it Pretty Woman? Grease? I don't know. What is it?
You're getting close.
Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
Dirty Dancing.
Yes. Okay, this is a fun one. Easy also.
Okay.
You're a 5-year-old little boy stuck at the London airport whose bags are lost and can only speak.
Home Alone.
No. And you can only speak in a
sorry.
Parsi accent. Okay, I'll
Sorry.
Okay, enact this situation. You're a 5-year-old boy stuck at the London airport whose bags are lost. And the little boy can only speak in a proper Parsi accent. So, let's see how.
Oh my God, my bags are lost. Parsi accent. જવા દે નહીં હવે મરવા દે નહીં હવે બેગ્સ નું શું મમ્મી કઈ ખાવાનું મળશે કે like that.
So Shreyas, the reason I'm smiling this really big smile now
Scaring me.
is that this is the funnest part of our podcast. Every guest chooses an instrument and plays something freehand on it,
And we can take the instrument home.
if you like, but zero pressure.
Yeah.
So there's a piano.
Okay.
You can sing.
Okay.
Play the guitar, ukulele, and of course some percussion stuff like the djembe, clap box. Want to try some of that?
Yeah, sure. I want to try the djembe.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for the djembe. Come on.
So you have your little musical instrument there.
Can you
Yeah, let's do it together.
Yeah, let's do
Come.
it together. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Hey!
Great stuff. Okay, one last thing, guys. The tickets to our musical are live on Insider, so please go for it. Tell your friends, tell your family. Do something fun that weekend of 12th May. Also, all of Shreyas's interesting links have been linked below, so please have a look.
Yes, book your tickets now.
Hi guys, so just popping in here to say hi and checking in. Let us know if you want to be part of the podcast in any way, on the mug, on any of our stuff, on the piano. We'll be creative. Let us know. Drop in an email to the email address down below. And that is, I think, a little more than 60 seconds, but our students are so lucky to have you, Shreyas.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this segment with us.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see all of you at the show on May 12th.
Absolutely.
If there's a final goodbye you want to say or
Absolutely.
anything to the audience about the show, please share.
Never a final goodbye. Kabhi alvida na. Oh God, that's so filmy and cringe. I'm going to be totally judged for the last segment. You will be like, kahe ka actor hai, mimicry bhi barabar nahi kar sakta hai. But it's okay. You put me on a spot, but I loved it. I would just like to say thank you so much to you, Shivani, Vivek, and your academy for having me. And really, truly, to the entire audience, come, do take a look, do watch our kids perform, do applaud them and support them for the amazing effort that they have kept, for the amazing effort our teachers have kept. And the more you guys support us, the more creativity and art will grow and spread. So thank you and much love, and yeah, keep spreading love and light.
Thanks for being on
Thank
the
you.
podcast,
Thank you
Shreas.
so
See
much.
you soon.
Thank you.